here with an episode of the Backcap cast. Normally I'm doing these solo, but every now and then I'll have a co-host, and in this game my co-host is going to be the wonderful, magnificent, and magnanimous Stuart. Hello, Stuart.
Bing, bing bong!
Bing bong,
Hello, everybody.
ping pong. Let us get the show underway on this 4v4 in Treviers. Go ahead and press the N key whenever you're ready, Stuart.
Good.
Alright, so we've got a 4v4. We're going to be rolling straight into it. Get my cinematic mode on. We're going to be watching from Four Legs perspective. And
I'll be watching Mr. Stormtrout today from the Axis perspective.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to start us out on the allies. We've got two mechanized infantry squads from myself, a 105 Sherman AT gun. We got a series of commandos and some bread and button 2-pounder from Four Legs. And then on the far left, we've got Housey, Rifle Nades, Piats, Recon, and Cromwell, and Unlimited with a fast glider deployment. And then speaking in German, and in the text chat, and yeah, gonna be trying to secure the right area. We got a double vet lieutenant from Alex facing off against the light ATF track. And what do we have from the Axis starting out?
They have a fairly heavy infantry starting column. The only vehicles I'm seeing is a Whirlwind, 2 light AT half tracks, and that is it for vehicles. Otherwise, it's pretty infantry heavy.
Ooh, nice job from Housey taking out that light AT half track before it could get the tread breaker off, so the Cromwell still retains full mobility. Halloween with a nice flank here, getting the two Fallschirmjägers with Panzerschrecks in cover, with a Whirlwind supporting, instantly suppressing.
That's clever.
Yeah. It's very nice use of cover, which is what you always want to be doing with your fall Hemgars.
At the same time, Halloween is being sneaky on the left, putting down some little mines with his AT half track as he tries to micro his other lads. And also being very clever to put his falls in cover so they disbaroo as soon as they get a minute to put on their fancy hats.
Right. I see the mine that he's laid now. That's very. I love seeing mines at the beginning of a game. I think it's one of the most effective
Very
things.
sneaky.
It's
Yes,
very sneaky.
yes.
And you feel
everybody's
so
micro is-
devious after you pull it off.
You do, and your micro is dedicated elsewhere. Or everybody's micro is dedicated elsewhere. So
Right.
you know.
And you, like 5 minutes later, you see that explosion, that damaged engine, and you go, yeah. I'm so devious. I'm so full of guile.
Yeah.
Alright, on the right side, we have Mr. Maff using flamethrowers very effectively against Unlimited. Re-record of the replay. It's very easy to miss things in a 4v4, especially when action's going on both sides of the map. So I just wanted to re-record a few moments of the game where you may have wondered what happened. Here is right at the start of the match. We have Stormtrout coming in with quite a lot of infantry here. It gets spotted by Unlimited's commandos, and I have the 105 Sherman nearby, so I'm going to come up and take a shot on these guys that are very pumped up. As you can see here from the Axis side, they have no idea it's coming. Fires out of the fog of war, and boom, takes out basically 3 squads. And also a bit of the Stern Pioneers. Ended up getting 13 kills with that, so not a bad opening for the 105, but we did go on to get pushed back. Limited. And you see me ignoring my teammate, Unlimited, to go help on the left side because I guess I was worried about Halloween pushing in, but to be honest, the allies are holding pretty well.
Yeah, they have a lot of brood dudes. I'm looking back at Halloween's units now, and his field presence is diminished greatly due to what could only be an enormous swath of very well-equipped allied infantry.
Nice use of the Panzerfaust from Ick, though, finishing off the Cromwell, so at least the allies didn't come away completely bloodless, and we have a very reactionary Jagdpanther from Ick. I don't know why the Jagdpanther's out.
Well, everybody knows it's the best counter to enormous allied blobs with AT. You gotta use the Jagdpanther. That's the #1 textbook choice.
I mean, at the very least, there's not much allied AT on the map, but there's also no allied tanks to hunt either, so...
Well, it's already got 1 infantry kill, so it's already paid for itself at this point, so...
I mean, everybody knows the Jagdpanther's one of the cheapest...
It's just profit, yeah, it's just profit from Hjarna.
It's just a hunch.
I will give it credit, he's using the Jagdpanther to push the mechanized around to give the poor squishy falls a minute to go get some Band-Aids and Fanta.
Yeah, Band-Aids and Fanta, and a little bit of that good German what is it?
Panzer Chocolata, yeah, with
Panzer
the narcotics in it to get them to put some kickback in their step after seeing all their comrades die.
And so the middle is just kind of uncontested. Everybody's just ignoring the middle. There's no units there on either side. Meanwhile, we have Mr. Math and Unlimited moving up on the right. There's a sneaky, excuse me, that is Stormtrout and Mr. Math with a sneaky Goliath moving up against Unlimited. We have the allies have been pushed back on the right. There's some backcapping going on.
And here comes the bad lads. Oh boy, opening with a 105 and a large swath of infantry from whoever Gobbo Slayer is. Mando is a little closer to their spawn. Oh, yeah, there goes the Panzer Shrek. Oh dear, Mr. Stormtrout, you better grab that Shrek because the Mandos are going to be very rude if they get it.
Mechanized infantry up to 9 kills from myself. Little self-reverence there going on. A little self-stroking, and meanwhile the Stewart here from Unlimited doing a great job against Stormtrout's blob, except for the fact that those Pioneers picked up that Panzer Shrek and turned the tide.
Yeah.
Womp
Can
womp.
they not use that? It looks like they've got it in his hands.
No, he's got it.
It's
He
just
blew up
not a
the
great
Stewart.
unit to use in combat, I suppose.
Yeah, you want, because a unit like a Grenadier is going to have more health than a Pioneer.
Yeah.
But yeah, the allies have
And you
been
can afford to
really
lose a few
pushed
Grenadiers.
back on this side. Like, you know, getting pushed back to your spawn and not having that map control is gonna hurt.
Yeah. I've got to say, I'm looking at the Allied infantry and I'm looking at the Axis infantry, and the Allied infantry is like more numerous, more well equipped, and yet the Axis are seizing the initiative, much like they did with Poland, as fast and as hard as they can. And it's at least keeping the Allies busy and keeping them from capturing more territory.
Yeah, and it's very much two 2v2s. There's really nothing going on in the middle other
That's
than...
right. The center of the map, other than Ick driving over some nice hedgerows and walls, is untouched by the scars of war.
And it's interesting that there's double commandos on the left side, or excuse me, one commando and RCA player. So just double Brits versus American and Brits over here. We got a lot of commandos. I didn't even talk about the doctrines that the Axis were, but it looks obviously Ick is tank hunters with the Ag Panther, and Halloween is Luftwaffe. And I'm not sure what
I believe Math is defensive because he's got the big rocket thing where the rockets come down and blow everything up.
Okay, good.
Unless that's terror, but I think it's defensive.
That's probably defensive.
And Stormtrout is the use garbage infantry as your main line thing, as he's been using Volksgrenadiers, which we make half tracks smell bad.
Yeah, he's either Stormtrout's either also running defensive or he's running terror. I can't tell yet.
Trying to find out. I think I would stay defensive because his MG does not have the super bullet thing.
That Goliath it was a sneaky Goliath made all the way back to take out the AT gun on the right, and now the Yag Panther has no counter to it. So very nice use of the Goliath by Mr. Math or Stormtrout.
Clever.
You'd think it would commit to this because the allies have no AT. If you turn the fog of war on your side, he might not see that. We do have a Firefly coming up from Alex, and then here comes a deadly button.
Oh boy. Well, now he's going to want to back out. He can shrug off a few shots, especially if the Firefly misses. And get back to safety.
Pieces of shit aren't going to do anything to a Yag Panther.
No, they're not. Oh, I can't believe that mortar, Gobbo, your mortar is sitting there. The hedge got crushed, its cover is gone, infantry I'll just sit up, I'll shoot some more, that's fine. We're not in any danger at all. And then you walk it away a little bit more. My goodness.
The mortars have that habit of just like setting up at the most inopportune times. Poor Alex Firefly just got shot by 2 pack guns and the Yag Panther.
And the Yag Panther, is he going to finish it off? No, he's going to miss, and yet the splash damage damages the Firefly yet. All right, Ick, you better slip away from there. You got never mind. He's got that half-second delay.
Another Goliath comes in.
Yeah.
For one of my AT guns.
AT gun to survive.
Yeah, but this time the AT gun just barely survives.
Yeah, the Goliath was on him, and then I just backed away, or the micro or something. There was just a second delay where the AT gun got enough distance to survive with enough crews to use them.
Yep, the Yag Panther gets away, but so too do the Firefly and the 105 Sherman.
We know what's happening here. Mr. Unlimited with a Tetrarch with an upgun. We know The only good use for an upgun Tetrarch, besides all the other good uses, is to go hunt down weak armor and ignore, unless you get dead.
Oh, that Tetrarch. Oh, it's so close. Oh, even, well, the Jagd Panther has enough HP.
Oh.
What? Just
He does if
barely
he
misses.
wants to risk it, but he doesn't know that there's a 105 coming up. He doesn't know there's other bad lads in the neighborhood.
But
Very clever.
Yeah, I mean, the Tetrarch has great penetration against everything, but it also has a low amount of damage, much like the Hotchkiss upgun. And I think the 105 Sherman is going to go down here as the Jagd Panther is pushing forward.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Jagd Panther, you are being a brave lad, but you came out with a good kill. Well done. And the mortar, again, will walk away unscathed from the chaos happening in the battle.
Everybody ignores the mortar. It's
I suppose so.
Continuously. But the, the allies here, myself and Unlimited, have just been pushed back over and over and over again. The Axis are doing a great job of keeping the pressure up on the right. I haven't even had a chance to look over on the left side.
I switched over to the left just a moment ago here. It looks like, Alex has moved over his Firefly.
Ooh.
There's a good complement of
We've
units.
got a big commitment and an artillery off map because Mr. Map has pushed up with an LMG 42 and an HMG 42, which is a lot of resources. He gets out of that building without taking much damage, though. The building just barely survived being kaput by artillery shells. And finally, we see an allied HMG, although it may get decrewed here momentarily. Stormtrout is just relentless with the infantry pushes.
I must commend Stormtrout. Like, he's using inexpensive infantry, but numerous enough of them just to do the damage as you would with a rifle blob or something like that. Doesn't matter if they live or die; they simply shoot and do damage.
And it's keeping the MG42 and the mortar and the pack safe, and basically putting the allies in that max range kill zone, which is giving them so many conniptions. All right, I'm going to take a break from the right side for a while.
I'm doing the same thing. We're going to watch a Whirlwind take some damage, or not. He slipped away. Mr. Who is our commandos player here? I can't. Alex. He's been a little sneaky lad with his Piats and his commandos,
using the mortar smoke barrage, and we have a bit of a small, not really a blob, but 2 rifle nade squads from Housie, along with 3 squads of Piats in total, 2 from Alex and 1 from Housie. So a lot of things that can fire through smoke and over hedges. And that Firefly from earlier that responded to the Jagd Panther is still 1 shot away from being kaput.
Here comes the stag hound. So Housie's now got a full complement of units. He's moving up on the left. Halloween does not really have the units to oppose him particularly well, nor does he really have the AT is just hitting the ground. Can he save the other units that he's got?
It's a good question. I'm very curious. If I can hide the task. Oh, I can. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna hide the taskbar because I don't really feel like I need it right now.
That's a good point.
Ooh,
if I was Halloween, I would be very worried because I would have 2 players on me. But my name is Halloween. I fear nothing. I will stand. I will shoot. I mean, it's working so far until that poor Whirlwind. Oh, it's a little close for comfort, Slim Jim.
Nice engagement in the field here. The Fallschirmjägers are in cover and cloaked. So.
Yep, they're doing what they do best. So all he's got to do is move the Whirlwind left, which he's doing. Suppress that infantry, and he might be in a decent spot, but he's going to lose that left squad. Poor lad.
Is he sending the Whirlwind to crush? I think he's trying to crush this rifle nade blob.
Once as soon as they're suppressed.
Oh, they're suppressed.
And he's going to, if he does it, the commandos will get him. No,
he's
that's
not
right.
Yeah, he's got this Piats. Yep. Halloween.
This is tricky.
Halloween's a very conservative
player.
Halloween does not like to rush in typically unless he's running an infantry spam company, which this is not. This is much more of an elite infantry company with a lot of Fallschirmjägers.
It looks like he's holding against 2 players, not by him.
Trying to get the suicidal Panzerfaust off. These are like the last of the fanatical German brigades here, just throwing their lives away to get Panzerfaust off. Ick really needs to come over here because that was mostly just Halloween.
Yes, it's been mostly Halloween over here on the left here.
And it's because Ick is
Is he busy
helping
elsewhere?
out Storm Trout. Yeah, so he's got the Yag Panther over here.
Yeah.
The map, we get our first big pushback of the Axis. They have a tremendous amount of support weapons here, but not much infantry, as Storm Trout's been burning through a lot of infantry to hold the Allies back. I move up with my quad, take out the half-track with the snipers, and put pressure on all of these support weapons that are relatively unsupported. The sniper actually gets into my mechanized, but I was so worried about trying to take out the machine gun in the pack that I don't put the proper emphasis on getting that sniper. I drive my quad in here around the AT. Quads are great at decrewing support weapons, especially up close. I am being pressured by that Yag Panther, but at the same time I'm creating a lot of havoc here. As you can see, the sniper was able to run around because my micro is split between the quad and the other things. Even the quad goes down, but it was able to come in quickly and decrew the pack gun and the MG and the mortars, and yeah, there was just a lot of support weapons that all went down here. So that's the first kind of comeback here on the right side. So it looks as if the Axis have continued to hold the ground. However, it looks like the Allies' jeeps from myself take out mortar from Storm Trout. There's another mortar from Mr. Maff on, and a Stuka from Mr. Maff, so the Axis still have plenty of indirect fire. This MG42 here is about to die, which is, there it goes. That's gonna hurt the Axis, as anytime you lose an MG42, it reduces your ability to fight allied blobs.
Yeah. Let's see here, and they have a lot of vehicles on the right here, the Axis. All these heavy duty or specialized vehicles, but it's very tricky to fight these bad lads, all these infantry. One would almost think if it would be a big upset potentially to the tactics, but to have Halloween come to the right with his Whirlwind and lots of cover for his infantry potentially, but that takes, oh boy, quite
another Goliath.
Yep. Oh boy, here we go. Big push on the left with infantry. Here they come.
Oh yeah, big.
Martyr,
there's that infantry blob we saw earlier.
All right, let's see. Who will win? A spicy tank or some British lads with a large parabolic trajectory gun?
It looks like Alex was able to kill either a vampire or mortar half-track. I didn't see what it was. And now, yeah, Halloween is there's just so many squads of infantry.
I think he bounced a couple Piats or did something, but yeah, he does not have the firepower to resist them.
Yeah, those were...
Oh, but he does have to kill the armor.
Yep, and I think that Staghound will most likely go down to this martyr shot here.
Yep, there she goes.
Now both of those, that Staghound and that Cromwell, were already used quite a lot, so they had already gotten their value in.
Yes.
Ick is able to fend off the remainder of Alex's infantry, but they are commandos, so they're very slippery. They're probably going to get away. Halloween is really just taking the brunt.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't be surprised if it's draining his reserves.
Yeah, in exchange though, the Axis have been able to put quite a hurt on myself and Unlimited on the right side. This MG bunker from Storm Trout is beautifully placed. It's just such a great, it funnels the allies in, prevents them from using this alleyway for flanking opportunities. Yep. The Axis have been pushed back a little bit though. You know, they were holding here closer to these tall houses. Oh, there goes a guy that just got exploded.
The flamer guy, yeah. I got hurted a little bit. Oh my goodness.
But Axis have only fallen back one step, you know, that really they only fell back one territory, and oh, here comes another Goliath in the backfield. Freaking Storm Trout has so many Goliaths. Is this...
Get the mortar! Oh, the MG's gonna get him, but it's too late. It's too late to apologize. There we go. Well done. Oh, it's nice seeing little graphic men turn into little meaty bits.
It is. That's why we're all here. It's just to see them.
That's why we've been playing this mod for 10+ years.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
I think I just dropped a Panzerschreck on my mechanized infantry. However, it looks like Unlimited's going to grab it on his Commando Piats, which is perfect. Yeah. Okay, so we have a stolen MG42. That's going to help from Unlimited a lot. And I see some combat going on the left, so let's focus attention back over there at the map. We have an armored push up here. I figured, from my perspective, playing the game, since the pack gun was decrewed, I'm going to bring on a Sherman to push this side. I know the Yag Panther is over on the other side of the map right now, so I have a little bit of time. I find the sniper here with my last remaining Jeep. And then I get my Sherman in. I'm just desperately trying. The turret was faced the wrong way. He's getting behind the hedge, and he's like right there. So the sniper does go down for Mr. Math just as it was about to get behind a shot blocker or in that bunker. Very, very lucky, very close, just by inches there.
Good artillery. That pack gun is one tickle away from being kaput.
Where's the Artie? I missed it.
The Artie was just falling on the right side on top of yours and unlimited units. Yeah, Stuka Barrage.
That pack gun, yeah, I think is definitely kaput. Axis still holding very well.
And the left side is also falling back to Housy's push.
Yeah, let's pause just for a moment to
Sure,
check.
I'll pause here. 1734.
Yeah, perfect. So I just want to quickly go over the territory as we are approaching the 20-minute mark, which is usually where one side hits 40 pop. And as you can see, if you have cinematic mode on, Stuart, the Axis are about to hit 40 pop. Allies are only at 34, so they're going to be playing in a significant population disadvantage. Not as bad as it could be, but still 34, 4 times 6 is still 24 population. That's a lot to be fighting down with. And then the territory control, Axis are at 66% map control, and they've been more than that for most of the game, so they've been doing a fantastic job holding territory.
They've certainly been paying for it, though, but...
paid in blood and iron.
If I'm not mistaken, they will be the first ones to hit 40 pop.
And then we'll take a look at the platoons here when we unpause. I just wanted to see if there's anything else. We got a nice, wow, so many vehicles in the back here from Halloween and Ick.
Yeah.
There's just like Panzerleute vehicles everywhere. They don't really have any kills, but that Burger is getting the work in. The Jagdpanther's still alive over on the right. Up to 9 infantry kills, 2 vehicles, 2 tanks. So slowly getting its way up there. Stukas, blah, blah, blah. Bunkers are all intact. So the Axis are in a pretty good position. They're a little light on infantry, whereas the Allies mostly have infantry on. So
I always find it a little tricky as an Axis player to try and respect the micro of the vehicles and then the repair that they will need once they're damaged with your infantry, whereas the Allies, at least the way I play or the way I'm seeing in this game, using large amounts of equipped infantry. Like, I'm not seeing large numbers of grenadiers with Shreks and LMGs, working like, 3 or 4 or 5 squads moving and shooting together. I'm seeing tanks with the Axis vehicles, lots of vehicles with a smattering of infantry to support them and then withdraw after making their hit.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and unpause.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, Allies finally getting control of these territories back. You are welcome to make fun of myself for doing a very poor job of capturing territory. I think I was very frustrated this game with my... Yep.
Oof, good hit with that Jackson.
Yep.
And then you'll hit him with the Geschutzwagen.
I think at this point I have lost all my AT guns, so the Jackson is like my last AT.
Oh, dear.
And let's see. Halloween continues to be pushed back on the left by Housy's blob because, again, it's, it just has all this population and vehicles, and he can't fight the Piats and the Fireflies and the Rifle Nades, He's taking...
I would be hard pressed to respond to what's going on here. It's essentially up to Housy to how hard he wants to push. The Whirlwind shoots a little bit, and then the Firefly comes.
Yeah, if it could just bring the Jagdpanther over to hunt down this Firefly.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's almost like Halloween is better matched to fight on the right, and Ick is better matched to fight on the left. But it takes a little bit of the word?
If Mr. Math hasn't Flak 88 because he's defensive doctrine, he would be very...
Oh, that was very clever.
That was
I don't know if you saw the
nice
left.
play.
You saw that? You saw the Firefly and the wherever that was. It was a mine. I don't know whose mine it was, but man, it worked. My goodness. Oh, and look at this clever little rascal dropping right there.
Halloween's going on the offensive.
But who is going to eat humble pie? Oh, I think it's going to be the Bolsheviks. No, they've got the veterans. See, they have to run.
His commandos are just mowing them down.
Save the boys!
He did get away with most of the firepower. He only lost 3 guys, but still, it took a ton of HP damage.
That was nuts.
At least the Firefly is down.
The Firefly is down.
But there's, just Piats.
Yeah, man. And they penetrate dang near everything.
At least everything the Panzer Elite have. Except for this Jagdpanther, which is still on the other side of the map, I think.
Doing it. It must be difficult because Ick has,
Oh,
has a
have I
burger on the
missed-
left and infantry on the left.
Oh, I may have missed the Jagdpanther dying.
Oh, did we?
I don't
rats.
see it on the map.
It's just a tank. They're unlimited. There's a billion of them on the internet.
I mean, he's got 2 repair bunkers on the right. These are very forward repair bunkers, by the way. The Axis must have been feeling very confident.
As they get hit with mechanized in the neighborhood.
Oh, the riflemen getting mowed down by point-blank MG42 fire. Oh, they get the grenade off, though.
Grenade! Get him! There we go. Well done.
And they deny the Axis the bomb.
Yeah, this
Oh, what is this? We have an artillery barrage. Is that was that an off map or just a single? I didn't see it. Jackson's still alive. If you see the Jagdpanther wreck, let me know, because he may have just pulled it off. It may not have been dead.
I think
Here is what happens with the Jagdpanther. I send my Jackson over here to stop these backcapping Volksgrenadiers, just because it's the only fast unit I have on the field at the time. And Ick smells blood literally in the water here as my Jackson is trying to crawl out. And this is the one spot on the map where there's water, right? I hear the Yag coming, and I know, I could hear it coming through the fog of war. I knew he was coming in. He's hitting me in the rear armor, but I'm able to. Thankfully, that was a missed shot right there, and now he's in the same predicament that I was just in, where he's getting stuck in this marshy field here. He's going to have to back up through the water unless he goes up this road. So here is where he makes a big mistake. He could have backed out here safely, but instead he can see the Jackson because he had that Volks there, and he's desperately trying to get the kill on it. But because he does that, he gets in range of Unlimited's button, and we got the Piats and Shreks coming in, and the Jackson doesn't even need to finish it out. So what looked like it could have been disastrous on my end, thankfully, because I had more support nearby from Unlimited, we were able to turn the tide, and take out that Jackson. Ick just got a little too greedy. Then dead.
I think I'm inclined to believe that he pulled it off, although I'm sure maybe he knows better.
Every time I turn back, Halloween, Warbowin's just getting hit with Piats on the left.
And he's gonna go back for some repairs and recycle them.
This is most unoptimal gameplay.
Heinrich, we are down to 0 HP. 6 minutes of repairs will restore us to 27
6
HP.
minutes and 17 seconds till full battle capability. We do not have this time. Teammates, you must come help me.
Well, you better get that Whirlwind up there, Slim Jim. You got a lot of housey infantry coming.
Look at this blob from Ick. 5 squads of P-Grens just moving in a line.
You better not run into an HMG or some bad lads. Oh boy. And it looks like Housey and Alex are gonna converge on it. He's doing. I don't know if he's doing his own thing. Is he chasing a unit?
I don't know, but he's running into 2 gigantic.
And now he's really running.
He's in too deep.
Oh, honey.
There's no pulling out from this. He's going to impregnate the Allied lines. He is committed to the
other command. Oh boy. I don't know what the hope was. Is he gonna? Okay, he's found a triage center. What, you gonna drop a rocket barrage on it? You gonna? Oh, it was a volley of Panzerfaust. I don't think I've ever seen a volley of Panzerfaust like that.
Oh my god, they're just getting destroyed by so many units, and then
the
the triage lived. Not
for
quite.
now.
For now.
And now I'm guessing Storm Trout will use the most expensive off map, or one of them, to finish that off. Just a mortar or something. Gosh.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a extreme reaction, I think, on the Axis part.
Do we call that a success? I don't know. Oh.
I don't think so, considering that was a lot of manpower that Ick just lost. Ick still has 5 platoons left, but compared to Housey and Alex, he's been burning through his company very quickly. How about Halloween? Halloween still has 9 platoons left, so Halloween's at least been, considering that it's been 2v1 most of the game, Halloween's been doing pretty well on the attrition fight, and this is just horrifying, the amount of, oh my god, Jesus Christ. The amount of British infantry here. I was trying to think of what a horde of British people would smell like, but I can't really think of it. My pies and beer, and mostly pies. Yep. Now we have a King Tiger out from Storm Trout here. Deflects quite a few Piat hits, but we have a Jackson to counter it. No anti-tank guns, but there's a sniper in support of the Jackson. Stuka coming in. There's a 2-pounder here, but that's not really going to cut it against a King Tiger. What are the Axis holding the right side with? It doesn't look like very much. MG42, King Tiger, Stuka. Yeah, pretty light. It sounds... Oh, there goes one of the Whirlwinds that Halloween revived, I believe. Halloween's just been reviving, losing Whirlwinds and reviving them and taking Piat hits all game long. Like the armored cars and the scout cars here, but unfortunately they run into some Piats and the Brit Blob. Ick is going to realize that this was probably not a good move. He might kill one Piat commando squad. He does, but it's not worth it unless he can get out and repair these guys like right now. He may have overdrive in him. Doesn't look like it though. They're just kind of speeding away. They is possible that they might get away. But yeah, like right now they could have actually finished off that triage instead of dropping the off map on it, because the armor car could do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, that would have been the efficient way to do it. But you know, you just wanted to have it done. You know,
you
were already there.
Halloween and is probably fuming at the inefficiency of that triage kill. But this is not how it is done.
170 munitions to destroy a single triage center is most inefficient.
I love you, Halloween, but I'm gonna continue to make fun of you. Okay.
I would say it almost sounds a little bit more like Unlimited in a way as well.
You're right, it does sound more like Unlimited. It's hard to do the Halloween accent. Oh, Halloween's Fallschirmjägers have discovered the commando. Blob supported by... Oh, that friendly fire! Oh my goodness!
Oh, goodness!
Oh,
and
dear.
so much is happening now. The firepower is out. Stormy's getting hit by multiple units. On his KT.
Okay, you're gonna go look over at the King Tiger. Where is it?
He's fighting a 2-pounder who has had some good penetrations. All right, they decrewed him, and the Jackson has been giving him a walloping as well. He's dead. He's lost about 40% of his HP, and the sniper's doing his best, but he can't shoot units that disparu. There you go. Go ahead, sniper. Get him. Go on. Shoot him, Stormy.
Housy's Priest has 9 infantry kills, and I think like 6 of those were friendly fire. So a little bit of miscommunication there between the Brit players. 2-pounder. Oh, it actually steals the 2-pounder. Will he get it away? That would help the Axis quite a bit.
Very clever. Well, the sniper should, I don't know, this is my opinion, but the sniper should start firing a little bit more. He also has a King Tiger to micromanage, so it's not, who am I to judge?
You are Stuart. You are the king of commandos.
I am the king of cheating by looking at the map and seeing, which is kind of nice to do a shoutcast and see what the map is and think, oh, Housy could have pushed here, or Halloween has no AT for a 30-second window here, or wow, the middle of the map and the town in this map is still impeccable and untouched. You know, things you don't often think about.
It's true, yeah. We've been really respecting the architecture in the town this battle. It has just been going on in the sides.
My wonder is, can he... Oh, no, he can't. He can't recover that vehicle in time.
Ooh.
Unless that's fake commando smoke. Oh, that's definitely not fake. Oh, he's got it up!
He got it up.
You better drive it away, Halloween. You're going to eat.
He's been reviving and
what
losing
a little
the same
rascal.
2 Whirlwind for like 20 minutes now. It feels
well,
like.
I would almost say that is most efficient use of armor. You don't get the veterancy, but God, you do get a lot of use out of them.
Yeah, it's really
well
great
done.
with those low HP tanks and vehicles because you can just revive them so quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh, we have a Firefly, or excuse me, the Jackson and the 17-pounder.
Yeah, that's not going to be very nice.
Axis still maintain control of the map, 61%. Allies are 36 pops. So the Allies did get map control at some point, but 36, you know, it's still not great.
Makes me think like I'm looking at the oh, here comes another storm of Panzer Grenadiers doing. I'm guessing he's going to try and Faust the 17,
yeah.
But he's got 2 squads in range, you know, of the 17. Get it started already before you take more damage.
And every time it goes,
or is he just trying to crew it? What is he trying to do?
Sorry about that camera problem. Oh, it looks like he's gonna kill this vet too.
Kill the lieutenant!
Oh,
kill him!
Murdered him.
There we go. Now, what do we do with the Panzerfaust? Now we what? We blow it up? Do we steal it?
the Jackson's also main gun destroyed by a Martyr that snuck in behind it. Oh!
And there's a truck for a howitzer or something. Well done. That's destroyed and crushes few of House's infantry. Womp womp.
And there's the Panzerfaust barrage on the volley.
There it is. Yeah, we were waiting for that.
So now the King Tiger and the Whirlwind should be unopposed. They took out
the King Tiger.
all the
Go
Allied
on,
AT.
Katie. Finish off that AT gun. Finish it off.
Ick really only has one mindset, and that is kill the enemy anti-tank. But he's very limited in scope, but he's very good at doing that one thing.
Yes, no kidding.
He's very
like building a home with a Playmobil or Fisher Price tool set. He's not well equipped for the job, but my God, he gets his. Oh dear!
Damage into the King Tiger, but he's in range of the priest. He is in range of the priest. Can he finish it off? Can he take the
He's
shot?
lost his engine. His
Can
half
he
is
take the
repaired.
shot? Oh, the priest goes down. Well done.
There she goes.
With a little help from the Panzerfaust friends. That's what we should call Ick's company, the Panzerfaust friends.
I could do. But the King Tiger is now limited. He's got a little bit of muck up in the treads or in the engine.
Oh, this Whirlwind. I guess Halloween finally got tired of repairing it because he just went in to squish those commandos. And down he goes to a comet.
Served its purpose.
Ozzy. We're seeing the scout cars from Ick, which is usually a sign that he is very low on units. Studo Barrage finishing off the casualty clearing station.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. They're bombing her. They're bombing.
There is I guess just a wave of Panzer Strike. God, how many Panzer Strikes does Halloween have? He just has so many.
I will say, watching Halloween from time to time, he sometimes does not use a full complement of. Well, usually I'm sure he does, but sometimes I'd poke over. He will. It seems like he uses a smaller number of units more efficiently. Oh boy!
18 kills on this commando squad and a mass retreat.
No rest for the wicked.
Nope.
Do the Axis attempt to hold the line here, or do they try and form a coordinated withdrawal? Because they have more repairs at the back on the right. They have that heckin' Berg Tiger. Do they still have those Stormy? No, I don't think he still has his engineers anymore. Those that were following the KT around, they got mulched up. If I were you, Stormy, I'd get out of there. But you know, you're a big boy. You can make your own decisions.
Allies back down to 34 pop. Unlimited and Mr. Maff squaring off on the right side in a 1v1. Maff still holding the line with the bunker. Like it's funny that they have these repair bunkers back here, but Halloween really hasn't been able to utilize them at all, and he's the one with the most vehicles.
That's true. These repair bunkers have remained intact and largely untouched all battle, and yet unutilized.
Or at least underutilized. King Tiger's been doing a great job up to 19 kills.
Certainly blasting him.
Yeah, it's, trying to get the engine back. I mean, he's just repairing right at the front line with no care in the world. 21 kills in the sniper as well. Stormtrap doing very well.
A single AT gun hit will undo your repair work, but you know, they're giving it a good old college try.
We have a sniper from the mysterious Gobbo Slayer here in the middle. Supporting the allied blob from Housey. Housey's getting pretty attrition, and he's got a pretty big company. So if he's getting low, you know he's been taking losses. Alex with 3 platoons left.
Oh boy, here comes some Mando Piats. And what are the Mando Piats going to do?
Oh man, Unlimited is so thin on the right side that a single P4 is going to roll over everything he's got. It looks like.
No kidding. He's gonna decloak that 2-pounder, and then he's gonna hopefully drive past it, uncloak it, clean it up, and then have free reign over the right side, at least until Unlimited's reactive Firefly shows up.
Looks like boy. Unlimited's going in for a button, but unfortunately a little too late as Oh, I say that, but he has a Firefly here.
And the Firefly gets caught on a retreating Mando. Come on, Matt! Put that Panzer into gear!
Oh, here comes a flank though with a Panzer Strike and one-man Ick with like.
It's got 0 health. He's still firing. Oh, there's one.
Oh, the bounce on the side armor. Wow, that.
Come on, gotta shoot him. No.
Oh, and the drop of Panzer Strike. That is painful.
My goodness.
All right, deadly the Commando 2-pounder can be in the right circumstances. Here we have Unlimited. With this 2-pounder here, the enemy can't reach it appropriately, and he's got all these juicy support weapons and everything right here in range. So Unlimited's going to pop the focus fire ability here in just a minute. Marking. Okay, here we go. I think this is where he activates it. Yep, so he starts picking guys off. And even though he's getting shot a little bit by the MG42, he can still remain cloaked, sniping the MG42, snipes the officer, forces the officer back, takes out the MG up to 7 kills already, and then here Math comes to recrew, and he's still getting sniped the whole time he's recrewing. 8 kills now, and then now he's trying to recrew the mortar, and I think he might even start sniping the pack gun here. Yeah, he is sniping the pack gun with the 2-pounder. Will he get one more shot off? Okay, it looks like the ability's ended. But it just goes to show you. Oh, and he hits the mortar there out of cloak and kills it in one shot. So the Commander 2-pounder is just absolutely deadly if you can't like take it out with a sniper or a mortar or anything. It will just destroy your spore weapons so quickly. That is painful.
My goodness.
All right, let's see here. It looks like we got a big fight on the left. It looks like the Axis are sprinting for the sniper. And then 2 quad half-tracks come in to just shut down that charge from Halloween. Oh my goodness.
No, I don't think he can get up those quads. They're defending it very well. Oh boy, and then artillery on top of X units because he's microing elsewhere. Oh boy, just behind the battle.
Oh no, and here comes the scout cars for the sniper.
Get him. Get him!
God, the sniper is so close to dying. The scout cars don't know where he went.
Yep, and that's it. And the quads were ready for that. They had the AP rounds. They pressed the no thank you button, and the sniper lives to make another kill.
The no thank you button. I like that.
And Ick, of course, is going to kill his infantry to do a little bit of damage to, I'm guessing, was it Cromwell's or each of the quads?
Oh, it's a Panzerfaust. Finishes off
one. And was it worth it?
No.
Who knows?
Who knows at this point? It's too hard to tell. Max P4 is taking some hits from Panzerschreck, Commandos, and Piats. Very low health, but can go back to those 2 repair bunkers. Allies have 1 17-pounder left. I'm wondering if the Allies have no more healing, because it doesn't look like any of the Allied units have gotten healed in a while. And the King Tiger is his engine back. Good on you, Stormtrout.
Splendid!
It looks like Stormtrout's sniper did die. Oh no, there it is. Still alive. Still alive.
Yeah, he's got 24 kills. The Allied sniper has 8 or 9, I think. 10. Well done. During this lull in the battle, I'm kind of looking around here, taking stock. We have Firefly on the right and a smattering of infantry. Ooh, and a Roo with some bad lads in it. Okay. On the left, we have a larger concentration of vehicles. Some light, some a little bit heavier. And it looks like the Allies are down to 32 pop at this point, and again, the Axis have been dominating the map, and yet the center remains, except for a few mines, in okay condition. That church is in impeccable condition, not a single window broken. Jesus will be happy.
The church is in pristine. The vines are still there. The ornamental bushes, yes, it's all looking swell. There's a few craters there now in the town, however, but the buildings are in good shape. And this Kangaroo from Unlimited with Boys AT Bren Squad is mowing down units on the right. However, well, when I say units, he mowed down a Panzer, a pack gun, which is still very good.
So it's an anti-infantry and light anti-tank Roo. Okay.
Yep, and then his commandos are going to come up and basically finish that pack gun off, denying Mr. Maffitt. P4 still back there, though.
I'm looking on the left now, and you had some Devil's Brigade, the Red Flare Housey. He lost them to a smattering or a group of Halloween's light vehicle.
Yeah, looks like they got decloaked by the scout cars and armored car and ganged up on.
That was clever work.
But it looks like
Housey is preparing for push.
Yeah, and Unlimited and Halloween and Ick are both on field now. And really, it looks like all Ick has left is the Bergetiger and some Walking Wounded. Halloween just has these armored cars and a couple squads of Gerber baby Jaegers on.
Jaegers.
Yeah, Housey is on field. Four Legs still has a few left. How are we doing? Sniper!
And artillery?
Yes, we do have a 105 Sherman, a second one from Gobbo Slayer, and a Firefly from Unlimited. Unlimited's 2 platoons left. Gobbo is at 4. Mr. Math 1.
Stormtrout has 5.
Yes, the Allies definitely winning the platoon battle. However, Allies are at 33 pop, which has been hamstringing them. However, they just neutralized it. They just finally got territory control back. So the Axis have been holding them, low all game, but not enough to get them below 30. It was, I think, like 34, 33 was the lowest the Allies got to. Nice use of the commandos from Four Legs here. This squad's been on for ages, has 23 kills, 87 experience points.
That's a good start.
It is.
But nowhere to get healed. Man, being an Allied player with all that expensive infantry is all fun and games until you can't afford the opium to give to your troops anymore. Morphine, I should say.
The sniper also, 18 hit points remaining. Ooh, we got a defensive officer barrage? Yes, it was a defensive officer barrage.
Yeah, on the MG.
Yeah.
Probably spotted by that sniper.
He's got 6 kills on the officer, but it didn't look like he killed the MG or the 2-pounder. Maybe he killed something else there.
And what has been an intense battle comes to a brief lull.
Yeah.
It's been, how long has this been now? 37 minutes, almost 38 minutes of intense fighting on one side or the other, or both. And now the sides reorganize, regroup. Uh-oh, how's this skirmish gonna go? There you go. You got that AT gun.
Nice job. Yep. Sniper supported.
And you traded it for as a motorbike.
Motorcycle. Yes, the sniper supported by a pack gun and the Panzer IV with buildings nearby to jump in. I like that a lot, and bunkers nearby.
Clever.
It's a very good spot for the sniper to be in.
Also difficult for them to blow up that AT gun now because they can't get close enough before the Firefly gives them a little knock-knock.
King Tiger's moving over, and for once the Axis have healing, and the Allies do not.
Interesting. And the Berg Tiger moves.
Sniper from Gobbo, dangerously close to being decloaked. King Tiger's moved up to kill the...
Yeah, he's close to danger.
Firefly.
Oh, Mr. Firefly, you're gonna take... Oh, you got full health, Mr. Firefly? They've been busy. Well, I take
and
back...
over-repaired it.
My goodness.
Well, not over-repaired any longer, but still...
Well, served its purpose, and he backed into a house.
Oh no, the sniper fired.
Oh, there's artillery shoots in!
Oh, and down goes the sniper. There is a leg. There's a leg. And here comes the armored car and the scout cars.
Who are going to get mulched by the AP rounds. Yeah, there's one.
The
and
no
the
thank
Piats.
you button and the Piats.
The no thank you button, and
he actually gets the armored car out. So the Allies have lost their sniper. Stormtrout's is still alive. And they did use an off map for that, so they don't have any more.
Look at that! The quad is chasing the armored car around the field.
Oh, they've buttoned this P4 with the Bren carrier, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to finish it off.
Out. Can you get him fixed? Nice, good hit, King Tiger. But I just saw the Piats fall down in defeat.
Yeah. King Tiger does have a lot of hit points left, but that P4 is going to be feeling the wear and tear, even with the clear bunkers. Quad coming in to chase down this armored car.
Quad is causing havoc and perhaps advertising the fact that the left flank is open. Here comes a Cromwell, 4 legs. We've got 3 squads of very well equipped infantry. Look at that! Everybody, all the Allied players behind the lines. Gobbo's moving up. They see the left is open. They are waltzing in. And like a pepperoni, or like a teenager through a pepperoni pizza, there will be no prisoners, no mercy, and no remains. Here we go. This is where the Allies, I don't know how this battle went, but yeah. Who would win? One King Tiger or everything the Allies have?
How much AT do the Allies have over here? Not much.
Not a lot. It just meant, can the King Tiger kill it before everything gets captured? My thought is maybe no.
I think Unlimited's Firefly died, and I missed it. I think it died to the pack and the P4.
It collapsed during the giant rocket barrage that took out the sniper and some other things. I think perhaps, unless that was the 17.
Yeah, it definitely did happen at that same time.
Oh no, I don't know if I can ping where you can see it. I see the
unfortunately no.
No, I see the Firefly wreck near where the Brens and the 17. We're Unlimited.
Destroyed engine on the 105 Sherman, fires a barrage. Oh, hits one of the Gerber Jaeger squads.
Not the Gerber babies. Go on, KT, finish off that 105. Get your another vehicle kill, your first tank kill. Come on. Always shooting the Cromwell because it's the greater target. That's the smart move.
Gerbers barely get away, and that 105 Sherman is probably kaput because it is a destroyed engine, trying to limp away from the King Tiger.
If it hasn't been forgotten about, because there's nothing giving it line of sight. The King Tiger might remember. Yep, is he wheeling around to get him?
Yeah, it's Stormtrout, so he most certainly remembers. Oh, we got
some
quads in the backfield. Oh, bunker busters coming in.
Oh yeah, it's a little late in the game for that now, but they weren't super, that they weren't weren't using those bunkers for most of the. Oh, he's got the no thank you button for those too. Oh, I hate the no thank you button for Axis bunkers. Well, you can try, Mr. Gobbo, but
get one
is it working? Yeah, he's got one. Walk over to the other one, and now there's a Panther here by Mr. Maff. Probably his last call on. The Axis have stopped the backcapping.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, you're right. I should have done this way earlier in the game, but at the same time, I don't know how much the Axis really used these 2 repair bunkers.
Now, with hindsight, we know that it was not a lot. They used it for Panzer IV, Mass Panzer IV, a few other vehicles here and there, but most of the repairs were from the Berg and Stormy's amalgamation of Stormies.
Why did I not retreat that guy? That's okay. He's gonna get blown up by his own demo.
Again, we have one of those situations where you can see the whole map.
He's
no gun at all.
And he's dead. Okay. We have a quad. That one that is munching on all the armored cars. 4 vehicle kills, still running around the back line.
This is one of those situations, again, where you can see the map and you can see the Allies have it in like a very large numerical superiority. The Axis do not, and yet the Axis, at least for the time being, have been controlling the map and still have kind of the initiative, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it looks like it's GG, but just because the
Allies being a little hesitant.
The Axis played so aggressively, yeah, the Allies must not have realized how little the Axis had left.
That's right.
Stolen a pack gun on the right. I mean, there's a 17-pounder, so yeah, the Allies, while in dangerously low, were not completely out of anti-tank by the end of the game. And
Halloween was had burned through most of his company defending the left, somewhat on his own. What else did we see here? The Allies, I don't even know. I think it seemed like they had more well-equipped infantry to erode the Axis infantry a little bit better. The Axis lost some of their weapons teams. They were not able to retain them and keep the Allied blobs at bay.
Yeah, Halloween's his infantry were mostly anti-tank with Panzerschecks and Panzerfaust, not anti-infantry.
Oh, here comes the trouble on the left.
Yep, Axis making one more.
Tucker's under light fire, but here comes Piotr from the caboose.
Oh, we have a
Panther's coming to help.
I think Bren Button and Piotr in this kangaroo ski.
He's gonna show his bum to the AT rifle.
Oh yeah, that's
but not to the Piotr. Will the Piotr escape?
Oh, it misses.
Perhaps.
Okay, we got.
Might get away, and now the King Tiger has to face a new. It was effective in doing some damage, but it did not finish the job.
Sniper took damage, but still alive.
And that Axis task force is largely intact and operational.
I don't know why why Alex didn't use that button on the Panther earlier or the King Tiger. That was not a good use. You don't want to use Bren Button when the unit is at max range because they can just get out of it.
They can even if they're crawling back at a snail's pace, they can slip out of it.
Yeah, and then.
In the meantime, while we're watching the only effective Axis task force left on the map, the Allies are rolling through the center and the right side. The Axis looks like they're going to lose control of the map, and they now have to make a decision to either pull their units and keep what veterancy they have, if they care about that sort of thing, or, get some kills.
Much like in the real history, Axis just can't fight on 2 fronts at the same time with limited resources.
Yeah, even if they have the better tanks.
Exactly. Oh, this poor little Curb. Getting run down by a vehicle. It's just imagine the driver just yelling at him from point blank.
Bye Halloween.
Bye Halloween. King Tiger has met its match in a pack gun.
Oh, wow, there was an explosive there that somebody set off on that Panther. Good grief.
I think just blowing up a wreck or something. Oh, this Panther's in danger. Oh, sandwiched by a Tetra gonna crumble.
And he's pointing his bum. Oh, there's no happy way out.
There's
nothing to be done.
It's a happy ending for the Allies, but not.
Yeah, there she goes. And what will be the fate of the Koningstiger?
Storm Trout trying to keep a sniper and the King Tiger alive as the end of the game closes in. Will the sniper survive to live another battle? Nope.
Nope.
The Tetra
Womp.
gets the kill.
Womp.
Will the King Tiger
And the King
survive?
Tiger, my money says no. He's got too many vehicles to block.
Always button
And
again.
button. Oh, honey.
The Axis about to. Okay, the
And
Axis.
whose artillery is that?
I don't know. It's not Alex. I'll tell you that much. I think it's unlimited.
Oh, poor fella. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units plus a Tetrarch now coming in. There's no way out. They're gonna block you. They're gonna not let you go away. Buddy.
Well fought.
And just now, with the death of that unit, we look at the map, and there is not a single Axis unit or controlled sector. Just like that. After that intense battle, we finally get a breather.
I think Storm Trout did have units left.
He has one more platoon yet to call on, but how it will affect the battle now is
right.
Irrelevant.
But well played. The Axis kept up the pressure. If they had just been able to do a little bit better on attrition, they could have won the game for sure, as they had the Allies on the population disadvantage. They just burned themselves a little too hard, especially I think Ick and Hollow burned themselves very quickly. The Halloween was doing okay. I think midway through, though, when the Allies just had so much left and Halloween started to get desperate and trying to snipe the anti-tanks, the anti-tank support that the Allies had, made him burn through that much faster.
Yeah. If you can keep fielding stuff, even if you're recycling vehicles, if you can keep
the defensive position and the aggressiveness on the right side from Storm Trout and Mr. Maff. Halloween did a great job reviving Orbowinds.
Being resourceful with the units at his disposal versus the enemies he was fighting.
And Ick was there with the Faust friends to open things up like a can opener when needed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah. Allies, just like the infantry tactics from Housey and Four Legs were just very good on the left. I mean, that one commando squad Four Legs had so many kills, and there was just it was really good all in all.
Done.
Yeah.
Well done, all. And fun was maybe had by some.
Mm-hmm. But not all.
But not all.
And thank you very much for joining me, Stuart.
Of course. Good OMG Fertigung.
We'll see you in the next game, everybody. Goodbye.
Nightcap.